Alright, so Nurse Redheart is like, Twilight, you gotta help me. An entire class at Ponyville Elementary just came down with derpies. And Twilight's like, I've never heard of that. What's it do? Well, it gives you a nasty rash, but it also causes rapid, irreversible brain damage. We've only got about 3 hours before all these kids are literally retarded, and they'll probably be dead by the end of the day. Spike, go get Starlight and make her deal with this. Dude, Twilight, Glimmer's been in Trixie's wagon ever since they made up last week, and the last time I walked by that thing, I almost fucking puked. There's a fog bank of cigarettes, whiskey, and girl jizz for half a mile around that thing. Fine, I'll help the terminally ill children. Never mind what Twilight wanted to do today. She just wanted to go get groceries and then have a bath and a glass of wine. But no, the dying kids had other plans. And Shiny's all, hey Twilight, how's it been, fam? Oh yeah, this looks like a social call. What the fuck do you guys want? And Candy is like, Twilight, please just take her for a night. We just want to go out for dinner and we haven't had sex in 4 months. Oh, 4 months, huh? 4 whole months, you poor dears. I haven't gotten any dick since you and those glitter-covered tarts sent me through that fucking mirror. How about you two deal with an entire country's interpersonal squabbles for a day so I can go get laid? And Flurry Heart's like,
Twilight's sister of my father, it is good to see you once more. I can never know true joy or sorrow as a pure being can, but would that I could feel the affection mortals do. You would be its recipient.
And Twiggy's like, alright, fine, but only because she's so cute. Who's my favorite demonically tainted little cooch potato? And Candy's like, thanks bro, we owe you one. Oh, you owe me a lot more than one, bitch. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, here's baby food, souls, extra souls, and backup extra souls. Oh, and this is the most important thing of all, her whammy. What's a whammy? Witchcraft-aided malice mollification implement. It has a few charms on it that help soothe the rage of her tormented spirit. Anyway, thanks Twilight, we'll see you tonight. Anyway, so they fuck off and Flurry's like,
Twilight, play with me.
I suppose we have time for a quick game.
So, the common sense switch is in the Spike position today, and he's all, God damn it, dude, quit fucking around or Ponyville's gonna have 8 more retarded children. You want that to happen because your womb was overcompensating for the fact that it'll never be used? And Twilight's like, oh, Spike, if ignorance is bliss, then being retarded must be fantastic. You know. Fine. God, Jesus fucking Christ, they never get a fucking break around. So they have to go to the magic supply store to get ingredients for a potion to cure the syphilitic children, and Twiggles is like, man, I always forget where they keep the powdered manticore scrotum around here. And the royal loin goblin is like,
Auntie Twilight, please, I beseech thee. My developing cerebrum requires a stimulation.
So Twilight decides to have a cart race to entertain the demon baby, and much like the last cart race we saw on this show, it ends in small children almost being killed. I'm just gonna say it right now. Ponies should not be allowed to have carts of any kind. If you want to race, you can just fucking run and you can carry your groceries in a basket or whatever. Nothing with wheels. Except Trixie's wagon, and only because I don't think that thing's moving anytime soon other than rocking back and forth. So Princess Purple has to buy this entire display's worth of voodoo dolls that the devil rat knocked over, and she's like, God damn it, what am I gonna do with all of these? I haven't needed this many voodoo dolls since that time I tried speed dating. Anyway, despite Spike's protests on behalf of these kids' rapidly dwindling IQs, Twilight stops to hit on Cheerilee because, let's be honest, who wouldn't? And she's all, hey Cheerilee, you got any tips for dealing with kids? I'm trying to take care of some shit and this one's being a huge pain in the ass. Twilight, you could just get a babysitter, right? I am the babysitter. Oh, well, you just don't know what that word means then, do you? And Flurry's like, and Cheeramilf is like, oh, great, I'll just write that entire fucking lesson out again with my fucking mouth because, I'm an earth pony who doesn't even have magic, let alone demigod tier alicorn magic. And Twilight's, oh yeah, God, that really sucks. Yep, magic sure would make this easier. Hint, hint. What, are you talking to me? 10 out of 10, Twilight. 10 out of fucking 10. Meanwhile, Shiny and Candy are at a mixer hanging out with his old college roommate and Big Mac's stunt double, Shafthead. And Shafthead's like, oh my god, look at you, Shiny. You were such a fucking dweeb back in the day. Now you're cooking your buns in the world's hottest oven, bruh. If you guys ever want a wife swap, I'm your guy, man. You're not married, dude. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, whatever, right? Yo, I'll be back in a sec. I'm gonna grab us some Jello shots. And Shiny's like, hey, babe, this is fun, right? And Cadence is like, dear, I feel old and not even in a bad way. Come on, we got the whole night. let's try to have fun. Fine, but if he refers to my vagina again in any way, I'm tying his cock in a knot. Yeah, okay, you're right. Let's get the fuck out of here. So, Twiggy Ramirez stops at Ponker's place to grab some treats to console the little fillies and colts as they go through the painful intravenous treatment for what is now late-stage derpies. Of course, Candy Jr. over here fucks with the baby cakes and trashes the shop, and Purple's like, oh, shit, man, sorry about that. Look, I'll make it up to you. I'll get you some of your favorite baked goods as an I'm sorry present. And Pinky's like, oh, okay, I'll just go make those for myself then. Thanks, Twilight. No problem. Love you, bro. So Twi's only got 10 minutes to get to the hospital and mix up the cure before the children literally go full retard, and she's booking it like a bat out of hell with Spike clinging to the front of the stroller for dear life, and he's like, Twilight, stop for a sec. I need to get off this thing. God damn it, Spike, we can't stop her. We'll be too late. But Twilight, it's bouncing and rubbing up against my... oh, gross, Spike. My bad. Also, god damn it, now we know who ate all those pineapples I was saving for pina coladas. You fucking owe me. Anyway, they get to the hospital with seconds to spare and manage to save these poor bastards from a life of eating glue and crayons. So Twiggy's reading to the kids to distract them from the nausea and possibility of kidney failure, and Flurry's like,
Anti-Twilight, I've cursed this cake with sentience. It knows only pain, just like I do when you ignore me. Please end this agony of neglect.
and Perps is all,
Not right now, Flurry.
and Flurry's like, so the devil child is overcome by the demonic taint left on her soul during its eternal torment at the hands of the old gods, and Twilight has to do the unthinkable. Yell at her. And then she's like, oh, wait, this is probably my fault for dragging a magically unstable 1-year-old around on a bunch of errands while simultaneously setting a bad behavioral example and completely ignoring her. Also, now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have brought her into a room full of kids with a contagious disease. Anyway, Flurry gets all saddy pants, and Twilight's like, dude, look, I'm sorry I snapped at you, okay? I took on too much responsibility and I got overwhelmed, so I couldn't give you the attention you needed. I fucked up and I'm really sorry.
The emotions and concerns of the unwoken are but frivolities to me, yet the mind of this nascent mortal prison compels me to forgive your folly. Just give me my fucking whammy and we'll call it good.
And so everything's fine. The lesson here is that if your newborn child throws a tantrum and you lose your shit and end up terrorizing her, all you have to do is explain yourself in a calm, logical manner and then apologize. Babies are reasonable people, ladies and gentlemen. So they get home and Shiny and Candy show up, and Perps is all, whoa, you guys are back early? And they're like, yeah, it turns out we're old and boring now. We kept thinking we were missing out on all the stuff we used to do and the social life we used to have, but it turns out we're just happy being lame and living life as a family. We're dead on the outside, but alive on the inside, and that's a hell of a lot better than the other way around. And Twiggly's like, man, I learned something too. Children may be demonic monstrosities sometimes, but they're still people, just tiny stupid people. You gotta treat them right and set a good example, and when they fuck up, it's probably more your fault than theirs. Well said, Twilight. Well said. Still, I don't think I'm ever gonna have any. Oh, Twilight, you're still young. You could probably find someone. I meant by choice, you fucking bitch.